All right, could you just start by telling us your name?
My name is Jordan Solomon, and I'm an alcoholic. Sorry, force of habit. Let me start with the real thing you can use.
Hi, Jordan. How would you define American identity?
That's a tricky question. American identity has been portrayed by, you could say politically, it's been portrayed by nationalism, gross xenophobia in a sense, where to be American you have to be a white guy who's Catholic. I personally believe American identity is accepting yourself. Like the goals of America is everyone is equal no matter their differences, and differences don't equate abnormality. I guess like that's the best way to put it. American identity. It's just about self-acceptance and acceptance of others, even if we don't achieve that every time we do it.
All right, and so what does it mean to you to be American?
For me, to be American, it's very tricky because as Arab American, I see it as like, for me to be an American, it's very much like a want to be accepted, a want to be seen as the everyday average Joe, but at the same time, I know that I'll be portrayed more likely the average Muhammad, if that makes sense. And I believe that to be American, I just strive to be myself and be accepted. I think, like, these are very bad answers, I'm sorry, but
Not at
like,
all.
I feel to be American, the thing we should strive to do is to just accept others of their differences. Even if that's not 100% what happens on both sides of the party, like on both sides of the political spectrum, I feel it's something we should strive to where we can accept others for their differences, but not accept hate. You know what I mean? Like, you can be a straight white dude, fine, but don't be a Nazi. Like, I feel we can hit that middle ground, you know?
I hope, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely a goal. All right, so describe a time in which you felt the most American, and why did you
When
feel that
Osama
way?
bin Laden got shot, I felt like because again, we're a generation that grew up post 9/11. Our main formations happened after 2001, and we always saw it as Osama bin Laden is this big target we all have to get. Because regardless of political views, we can all agree that September 11th was like the darkest day in American history, and I felt. And like, sure, we've had other big moments, like we've killed Saddam Hussein, Muammar Gaddafi. Those are all big moments but it's also seen as it wasn't our place to be involved. With Osama, it felt very much like it's our place to get rid of him, and we have to strive to do that. So I actually remember when I found out, just a little tangenty, I was watching a wrestling pay-per-view, and like at the end of it, John Cena just grabbed a mic. He's like, "By the way, I've just been informed Osama bin Laden's been shot," and it was like, holy shit, turn off the illegal stream, put on CNN. Like my mom, like we shut down the computer, unplugged all the cords to connect it, because we're not gonna pay for pay-per-view, and we put on CNN, and it was just footage, like not footage of what happened, but interviews of people talking, Obama coming up, we got him. And it felt very prideful, you know what I mean? And going to school the next morning, it was very much like, fuck yeah, America won, suck it. I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. I just said fuck, but whatever. Anyway,
And the last
Yeah.
question that I got for you is, describe a time in which you felt the least American, and why?
Donald Trump. I feel it's probably going to be a popular answer, but I believe
It's a good one.
especially again for me personally, coming from an Arab American background, with Trump's election, I saw it very much as like a rejection of me by the American people. And even though he didn't get the popular vote, he did win the presidency. So I felt very out of place. And again, I remember the next morning going to school in the city, it was just dead everywhere. Like, the trains were a ghost town. Everyone was sitting quiet. I went to school, it was right outside of Trump Tower on 59th Street. So getting off the train, just police everywhere, protesters happening, and then people just walking by, just like, how the fuck, just flipping off the tower while they grab a coffee, because it felt very much like America lost a war, but it was a war against ourselves. You know what I mean?